your pussy. Fucking faggot. Oh my fucking god.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to cocteau twinks
episode.
Cocteau twinks.
I
want to see a little less more Israel.
A little less more.
A little less Israel. Down.
That's right. That's the line.
Yes. Welcome back to episode 68.
66, 7 plus
Yeah.
1.
I think we have a lot to get into this episode.
This episode's going to be a deep dive into the mind of Jade Tricker.
Oh, God.
But first of all, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Wurundjeri people of the East Kulin Nation. We would like to pay respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty has never been ceded. A treaty was signed in Victoria, which is fabulous. It's truly fabulous. You know,
but it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It'll never be enough.
No, obviously it can't undo what's been done.
Mm-hmm.
Always was and always will be Aboriginal land.
Down. And free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Yeah. So we've been trying to do this like promo video for Spotify where basically they want to include us in like their radar program thing again. We had to record videos of like our 2026 ins and outs, right? Obviously Ethan and I are just fucking hopeless. We are actually hopeless. But it's like, I'm so sorry, but like, I'm not going to be the fucking bitch who says, my 2026 in is
Pilates.
Matcha latte. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking bald-headed bitch. Like, I'm not going to fucking do that. Like, I'm actually not going to fucking do that. You cannot make me do that. Like, so, you know, we were trying to do our, our versions of our ins and outs.
I should have said breeding.
Yeah, as an in?
Yes.
Right. I thought you were anti-bareback, though. Has your
way?
mind changed?
Change my mind.
You just had to meet the right hole. The right princess. The right princess.
I think.
Princess bareback.
Have I been anti-breeding?
Yes, we literally had podcast episode. You were like, "Oh, like I don't like. I can always wear a condom. Like it doesn't matter. Da da da. Whatever."
This still
But then
is
you
the
fell in
case.
love. And then you discovered the power of breeding.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling.
No, it's because every time we fuck. Anyways.
What were we saying? Ins and outs.
Yes. So, you know, that's what my Instagram story was, in case anyone was interested on the context behind that and the implications behind what we were saying.
Totally.
So totally. But yeah, I don't even know if they're gonna include our clips or not. I like sent a bunch in a Google Drive folder, and I was like, you guys can just pick and choose like whatever you want to do. Like, I don't care. I don't gaff. I own gaff. Like truly at this point. But yeah, you know, it's like, it's very interesting, like when you are like creators online and then you have like a sort of association or like ties to a brand or like a company, like, and this is the thing, like this is why I've always been so like resistant to like doing so, because I don't want to lose who we are. And I don't want to be able to like not stand up for what I want to stand up for or talk about what we want to talk about.
Don't let it dull your sparkle.
Yeah, don't let anyone dull your sparkle. And you know what? Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
Something about morning coffee. What's the line?
And you know what else? A yawn is a silent scream for coffee.
Why did Sam hear that?
Anyways, I did want to mention thank you to one of my followers on TikTok who brought this to my attention. I did want to mention on the podcast that there's been extremely high rates of femicide in South Africa recently. I think the statistic is like a woman or a child is murdered like every 3 hours. Like the death toll is like increasing, significantly increasing like every day. I'm gonna like link stuff in the description box, resources, so that you guys can also stay informed of it as well. But yeah, it's pretty bad. I think there's like you know, when you really look into it and really look into like femicide like around the world and like how much men hate women to the point that they're like actively like, you know, murdering and like brutalizing them, it's like really sick, because this is happening like in so many countries as well, particularly South Africa right now, but in a lot of different countries, you know, patriarchal societies and just like fully misogynistic like ideals. So I just wanted to mention that. Yeah. It's fucked.
It is fucked.
Yeah.
Burn South Africa to the ground.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
No, it's terrible. Even here is like, very bad. Like
Yeah.
I think obviously femicides like existed for a long time.
Yeah.
Like ever since the world was created.
Yeah,
but-
men have always hated women
Yeah.
to the point that they would like actively murder them.
Yeah. I was gonna say like last year it was getting more like publicity, which is good.
Yeah.
More people talking about it. But I feel like it's always been like a very forward issue.
Yeah. But
Maybe not towards
sorry.
not in men's mind. Not
Yeah.
in the people who the offenders.
Yeah, like where it really matters. Like the people who need to be thinking about this the most are men. But of
Yeah.
course, you know, men are willfully ignorant, stupid creatures who don't care about anything besides getting their dick wet. So, yeah, in Australia, like, you know, domestic abuse is like one of like the biggest issues here. Like, but at least the government care. Like it's to a point where like the government will actually like run government mandated ads like on TV and stuff, like bringing awareness to domestic abuse and violence, and you know, putting money towards like resources that help women like survivors of domestic abuse and domestic violence, like women's shelters and things like that. Like I think, you know, it's such a prominent issue in Australia that like they actually have to do that, which is like so like fucked, you know. You know, I grew up in a house, in a domestic violence house, in the situation, but like yeah, it's like it's very common, you know, and you know, it's disgusting. But I think there are a lot of factors that go into why those rates are so high. Like especially in Australia, we have a massive like drinking, gambling culture. You know, a lot of men who are not disciplined, and a lot of them who don't respect women, and you know, fully, you know, release all inhibition or whatever when they're under the influence of things. And also just a lot of really abusive men, and a lot of men who have gotten away with abusing women for a long time. So it's like the abuse has constantly been perpetuated throughout our culture and throughout generations. So
Yeah.
it's a massive issue.
That's probably the biggest part of Australian culture.
Yeah,
How terrible
that
is that?
Australian men like hit women. Like that's really what it is, and it's like disgusting. They hate immigrants, they hate women, they hate gay people. What do Australian men not hate? Beer.
Love
Fucking VB cunt. Fucking
long
you want to fucking crack open a cold one with a fucking like shut the fuck up. Like actually check yourself into fucking rehab. Or I was gonna describe a way to take your own life, but for the purpose of monetization, I won't. But anyways, like I really do. I am so disgusted by men in Australia, and also I feel like the men who aren't like abusers, they want to be like glorified so fucking bad for it. Like, it's not the bare fucking minimum to respect another human being. Like, they walk around fucking martyring themselves, acting like they're the best guy on earth because they don't think about abusing women on a daily basis. Like, congratulations. Seriously, like literally, like some of these men will expect you to get down on all fours and suck the cheese out of their foreskin purely for like them never having a thought of like being violent towards another woman. Like, okay, it's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
But that's just like, you know, especially white men wanting to be rewarded for mediocrity and doing less than the bare fucking minimum, you know? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But guys, not all men. Let's just say that. Let's make that clear. Not all men. Not me. Not me.
Not all men, but
Kill all
most
men, but not
NBs.
me.
Yeah.
No, if there was an agreement that all men had to die, I would agree to that.
Yeah.
I feel
What
like
would your death row meal be?
I can't say.
Oh, your boo-thang's butt cheeks.
Hey,
That's
you
what
can't
your
say
damn
that
fucking death row
either.
meal would be.
What happened to the NDA?
What would...
What would it
Who
be?
signed it? Them
Me.
or you? Right. How would you spend your last day on Earth if you knew that you were going to die?
I'd probably go to an amusement park.
Like, if you could choose the amusement park, like any place in the world, like which one?
Oh, I don't know.
Florida, Disneyland.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if Six Flags is actually all that.
Six Flags came up and said, "Hey yo, can I get a pic?" I said no, and they said, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, I was a fucking Tyler stan back in my day. I can admit that. And Brockhampton, who got the feelings? Brockhampton are so good. I wish men were good people.
I can't even vouch for myself at this point.
Yeah, but yeah, what amusement park would you go to?
I don't know. I'd say Movie World if it was in
Are
Australia.
you fucking joking?
I would say, oh yeah, take me to Six Flags, and then maybe
I want
Six
to
Flags
do
is
the
shit.
Shrek 4D experience. Like,
Actually, no, I wouldn't go to Movie World anymore.
I want to see Catwoman in the parade. Like, are you SRS? The way she's like holding her whip, like, "Row."
Hey boy.
You're like, "Mom, I want a picture with her. I want a picture with her."
Hit me, please. But well, I watched
Ever since I was a young boy, I knew I loved powerful women.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Six Flags is good. I watched a video about Movie World and someone saying like Movie World's really not all that. Like it hasn't been good for years. And I was like, you know what? You're right. The owners have really lost. They're not passionate about keeping the park in like a good state anymore. So I think I've made it my life goal to be the next Movie World man. I'm gonna make a new Movie World.
Like, you're going to be Mr. Luna Park. You're going to be the Mr. Luna Park.
Yeah, Mr. Park. Yeah, I'm Korean.
Are you open-minded? We are so stupid. Okay, what about, okay, you remember we went to Universal Studios in Japan?
Yeah.
If we went and then you had like a fast pass, like you could take like all the fucking rides, like not line up for shit, would you go there?
What's the catch?
No, like it's your last day on Earth. You're gonna fucking die the day after.
Yeah. What else would I do? I don't know.
Hello.
I feel I wouldn't like to stress that much. Like you could easily be like, oh, I'm dying tomorrow. I need to think of what to, and then you just spend the whole day stressing.
You just want to stay playful and have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what about like spending time with like your best fucking friend in the entire fucking world? Did that not cross your mind?
Are you also dying the next day?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
not me. Just you, because you're a man.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna die, and then of course I'd spend it at the amusement park because the next day would just be in hell. We will be reunited.
Yeah. If you died, I would make your funeral open casket so that when everybody lines up to
Are
say
you
goodbye,
Open casket.
they all get a turn. And you would be lying on like face down.
Mhm.
And the casket it wouldn't be open from your face. It'd be open from like the bottom end.
Not just the bottom half.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't look at me when you do it.
Girl, that coffin gonna smell like something. I'm gonna tell you that much.
I don't want to die anymore. Not all men.
You're gonna be glazed like a donut from Krispy Kreme, honey. Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme?
Was it soggy?
Right.
I don't like that.
I want that. Are you SRS? I'd
don't
love
know.
that.
Yeah, we know. No. I don't think I would want open casket at all in a normal way. I think it's scary.
I don't think they open the casket when you die too young because it's like makes people too sad.
Oh, I think it's
But what if
Family stress.
Jack did your hair and makeup? Then would you reconsider?
I thought Ethan died, not Addison Rae.
Addison Rae in the casket. Yeah. Sorry, I needed a laugh. I've been going through it.
What you been going through?
Thank you. Yeah, so just update on my love life, I guess. It was going really well for like a long time. Like I didn't get to mention from the last episode, but within the past week, like, you know, he's taken me on all these fab dates, like, you know, taking me out all around the town. He gave me these plushies, as you can see. The gayest, most gay gift I've ever received in my life, a fucking matching Kuromi and My Melody set of
You
plushies.
think?
Like, are you like this is like he knows the bait and he knows that I'm gonna take it. Like he knows who I am at my core, right? He's like luring me to his place with like plushies and treats like I'm a child.
Okay.
And he's like my weird uncle. Sorry.
I don't.
Anyways, you know, things have been going really good. And I feel like we were getting really close. It's only been like 3 weeks or maybe almost a month since like we've been like actually actively seeing each other. Yeah, because we were like texting a bit in the past. But like, yeah, more recently, he asked me about whether I was like a monogamous or non-monogamous person. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Like literally. And it's like, you know, like, come on, like, you know who I am. Baby, like, I'm Non-Monogammy by Lily Allen down. No, okay, this is the thing. I've never been in a non-monogamous relationship. I've never been in an open relationship. All my past relationships were monogamous. I've been in 4 and they all blew up in my face. So clearly,
Really?
I was doing something wrong. But also at the same time, I think I was dating when I was like, and I was committing far too early when I was too young and I wasn't ready for the commitment, but I just felt like I was like forced. Like I had to be in a monogamous relationship in order to, you know, be truly loved, right? I've had a lot of issues with self-confidence and self-esteem from when I was really young, like within my adolescence, but not now. Like I feel like for me right now, a lot of things have changed, which is why I can like, you know, I can date a lot of people at this point in my life and I can feel okay about it. Like it doesn't make me feel bad about myself or like who I am, you know. I'm confident in myself. I know what I want. I know that I don't just want to settle for like any fucking bum. Like I love myself too much, right? And I'm okay with being single and I'm okay with fucking around, you know. And on top of this, like, you know, obviously for the purpose of this being on a public platform, I'm not gonna like I'm gonna talk about this a bit more vaguely, but I am a working girl. That's a very blanket statement. But if you know, you know,
You're an
right?
accountant.
I'm a spicy accountant. But like, you know, that's my past. And currently I'm not, but I know that in the future it is something that I'm always going to be. It's always something that I'm going to want to do and be able to fall back on, right? So, you know, I mentioned this to him and I told him about this and he doesn't judge me for it. However, he is not comfortable dating someone who is in that line of work, right? And, you know, at the end of the day, he's Italian. He has real strong Italian family values. Monogamy is like his thing. You know, he doesn't like to share his toys.
I'm Italian.
Gabagool.
Jada.
Sorry. Fuck Italy. Fuck Italy. You know what? Fuck Italy, because Italians are some of the most racist fucking people. Like, not him. And
I like this one.
yeah, I like this one. But like a lot of Italians I've come across in my life are like so like deeply traditional and so fucking racist. And especially the Italians in Italy. Like, let's talk about it. Wake it the fuck up, right? But anyways, so, you know, he has his like ideas of like a relationship. I have ideas of mine. I know that like, you know, I really like him. I do. And if I really think about it, like if I try to look into the future, which I don't really think that much of, because honestly, like I'm a very like present in the moment kind of person. And I don't like to overthink about the future because it scares me.
Me too.
Down. I just feel like I could see us being in a relationship in the future for sure. But for now, baby, I'm trying to get bread. Like, I'm trying to get that load count up because at this point in my life, I am the most hot, I'm the most divine, I'm the most gorgeous, and I'm the most sexy. Sexy like Sanaya. And I feel like, you know, I love that about myself and I like being a slut. I like being a slut hoe bag, you know, and, you know, I don't want to like ever limit myself or like, I don't want to limit myself to a monogamous relationship. I know that like, you know, I'm going to meet so many people in my life and I'm going to be able to pick out the bad ones from the good and be able to experience good things in my life, you know? And on top of this, like, I don't want to, like, in terms of, like, you know, financial stability and whatever, like, I don't want to rely on a man. I don't want to rely solely on a rich man because I am a rich man. Like, everything that I've ever, like, achieved in my life, I did for myself and I accomplished for myself and for my friends and for my family. You know, I love that about myself, that if I want something, I will go and get it. I will do by whatever means necessary to go and get it. I'm a pusher. I push people. No, I'm a go-getter. Right?
Go-getter.
Go-getter.
Gadget.
Go gadget. Get her. I hardly even know her. Right? But it's like, that's who I am at my core. So in terms of that, like, it's always something that I'm always going to want to have in my life, you know?
Totally.
And yeah, so then he asked me about monogamy and I told him where I am right now. Like, I'm not wanting to be in a relationship right now. That doesn't mean that he's inadequate in any way. That doesn't mean I want to stop spending time with him. I like getting to know him. We might reach a place in the future where I feel like I want to be monogamous, but at the same time, I also can't promise that because I know what I want right now. You know, I don't want to give like empty promises or whatever. So then, yeah, we talked about it and he said that like I already told him from the get-go, like I need a lot of time to get to know someone before I can fully put my trust and my faith in them. And he agreed and he accepted that, you know, and I felt like when we talked about it, like we reached a point of agreement where it's like, we're still early stages. We're still getting to know each other. Like all is well.
No, I'm scared.
And then, you know, last night, like he invited me over. I went to his house and then, you know, he cooked for me and all these things. But then, yeah, at one point I was like kissing him and then he was like, oh, I don't want to do anything sexual tonight. And I was like, okay, like why? And he was like, oh, I just think it confuses my feelings that I have for you and it confuses me. And then I said to him, I was like, does us not like spending time together one-on-one, regardless of like sex not confuse your feelings either.
Mm.
Because it's like, it's not the sex with him that brings me closer to him.
Mm.
It's like, I mean, I think the sex is a part of it for sure, but
Yeah.
it's like all of the time that we spend together and all the conversations we have and the things that we do together, like that is what makes me feel comfortable and safe with him. But it's like, I feel like in his perspective, he like has such an emotional attachment to sex that it's like he can't separate like his feelings for me from the sex, which I don't expect him to, you know, but it's like, okay, so what? Like why am I here? That's what I was thinking. Like, do you even want me to be here right now? And then I just felt like during the night he was being a bit like, just like a bit distant, you know. We played GameCube together. We watched a movie. We watched this horrific movie called Chasing Amy. I don't know if you know anything about it, but it's basically about this guy who meets a girl and he starts falling for her, but then she's a lesbian. So then he pretends to be her friend because she's looking for a friend, but then eventually reveals to her that that he's in love with her, and then she admits to him that she's in love with him too, because apparently she's like secretly bisexual. And then he finds out that she like has a past of like being really like promiscuous and also sleeping with men before him. So then he is like upset with her and he doesn't want to be with her anymore because of that. Like he can't come to terms with the fact that like she's had like threesomes and slept with other men. Can you actually believe we watched this movie? Can you actually fucking believe I was like sitting on this couch like, what the fuck? And then in the end,
Who picked it?
he did. He picked it, Ethan.
Did it just show up when you were looking? Or he's like, I want to watch Chasing Amy?
No. He was like, because he like, this director, he's watched like all of his movies. So then he was like, oh yeah, like we could, like, let's watch this one. It's his like, it's the better one. It's the better one?
He's watched it before?
Yes, he's seen it like heaps of times.
Okay. Yeah.
And by the way, the whole time when we were watching it, he was like he was clowning on like the main guy, being like, oh, like, yeah, like he's such a dumbass. Like I'd never be like that. Mama, right? And then in the yeah, Ethan, right? I know. And then in the end of the movie, like he, like the guy basically is like, oh, the only way that I will accept you for your past is if you, me, and my best friend all sleep together, because I want to like, because of your past, I feel inadequate and like I want to like be on the same level of like experience as you. And then of course she says no, like that's disgusting, and the best friend says no, that's disgusting. So then they like break up, and then a year later he like he sees her again and she's like so successful and whatever, and then he's like, he wrote like a comic about her, like she was like his fucking muse, and then he like is like, I hope you find the time to read this and like give me a call and whatever. And it's like called like Chasing Amy, because it's like, you know, he lost like the greatest love of his life or whatever.
Who are the
because he
actors?
couldn't get past his you know, his insecurity.
Who are the actors?
Ben Affleck, and then like a bunch of other people. Jason Lee, the guy, Dave from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah. So can you believe we literally sat on this fucking couch and he watched this movie with me?
I'm like,
It just reminded me that there's a chipmunk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, anyways, like, can you believe that we sat on this couch and we watched Chasing Amy together, and he couldn't even see like the clear similarity of like this movie and like the situation that he's going through with me. So then after, like, I was just feeling sick after that. So then, you know, we went back to his room and we're going to sleep. And then I like kind of tried to like open up a conversation about it. Like, so like, what's good? What was that? And then, yeah, he said that he just like, he's like, he knows that he has feelings for me, and it's like getting to him that he feels like, because I don't want a relationship right now, that like, I don't know, like I don't reciprocate the feelings, and that he's like, it's like he's really getting in his head about it and stuff. And I was like, well, you know, whatever you're fucking projecting onto me right now, like, it's not cute and it's making me feel like shit. Like, I went to his house with the expectation we were gonna have a key, right? But then it's like, I'm there and he's treating me like he doesn't even want to fucking look at me, you know? And, you know, and also I said to him, I was like, you said you wouldn't rush me, and you said that there's no pressure and whatever, and that I can take my time, but clearly it's like eating away at you. Clearly it's getting to you. And I don't think you're actually that okay with seeing me as you initially felt like you were. You know, like, now you've bitten off more than you can chew, and now I'm paying the price for it, because for some reason, even though I have every right to not be fucking monogamous with him because we haven't put a fucking label on it, like, we're not exclusive, he's like making me feel guilty that I'm not fucking jumping head over heels, like throwing myself at him. I have been throwing myself at him, like, baby, we do bareback down. But it's like, what more could I possibly give him? Like, he just wants me to say the words of like, that I'm his and that I belong to him, and that, you know, that we're gonna be in a fucking beautiful fucking relationship. Like, I can't give him that because it's not what I want and it's not true.
Yeah.
And reminding you, and I guess everyone as well, like, it's still such early stages. Like, maybe within 3 months of us talking, then we could actually have that conversation of like, okay, like, is this going to be a relationship or not? But it's like so early, and he already fell, you know, head over heels for me. He's already so obsessed. I mean, who could blame him? But it's like, I'm sorry that I can't meet him at that point. But also I'm not, because like, I think that I've been taking it at a pretty normal, like, pace, right?
I think from your perspective, yes, like, your feelings are developing at a normal pace, but his have been quicker, but it's not like you can really control that.
But then also, like, he was saying to me, like, even because this morning we talked about it, because I was like upset, like, I started crying, you know, because it was just making me sad. And he was saying how, like, you know, he always like has like such an emotional attachment to sex, and that, you know, like, he doesn't sleep with a lot of people like at the same time, like, you know, fair enough. But then I said to him, I was like, but we had sex the first time we met, no? Was there emotion in that? Like, did you have sex with me with like that intention of being, or feeling of being emotionally connected to me? Because I couldn't say, like, he couldn't claim that. It was like we hooked up, you know, and that's what it was. But then all of a sudden, like, oh, because he's realized that he really likes me, now the sex has feelings attached to it. But it's like, I'm sorry, like, I'm just not that kind of girl. And I was trying to explain to him, like, even, you know, I have a very, very different relationship with sex. Like, sex for me has been something that has always been transactional, even like without monetary gain, you know, like, you know, I used sex to like, I used sex as a way for people to like me and want to spend time with me. You know, I fucked the weed man for weed. I've done like a million fucking things regarding sex, because it's just always been like that for me, and people have always expected that of me. And yeah, you know, and then I meet someone who doesn't, and I meet someone who, like, you know, really likes me and really appreciates me and values me as a human being outside of sex. And, you know, it's like, it's really nice. But like, I just feel like the way that he's like reacted to me, and the way that he's like, now he's like drawing back because he feels like he can't get what he wants out of this without considering what I need, you know? It's like,
yeah,
like, it makes me feel like, and I know this isn't true, and I know this isn't a rational way of thinking, but like, it genuinely makes me feel like I cannot be loved in this world because of who I am. And because of my experiences, you know, and all of that shit just like holds me back from being someone who's deserving of love and patience. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you for like feeling that way. And like based on how he's reacting, it can seem like that.
Like, yeah, he's talking about like, oh, like that this whole situation is like he's so in his head about it and da whatever. Like, I've been in my fucking head about myself my whole fucking life, yo. Like, there are so many things in my life that I'm constantly thinking about, and especially like, you know, my position in another person's life, especially in relation to dating and like things like that. Like, I feel like he doesn't see how it makes me feel, and even if it's not his intention to make me feel like this, like it still hurts, you know, that you know, eventually, like I kind of thought that after we had that conversation about where we were, that I had hope that like because of how much he cared for me, he would still want to pursue me in the same way that I'm also pursuing him, you know? Like it didn't change my like, it didn't make me resent him, you know, his like position and his non-negotiable. Like I still respect him and I still respect that. And I know that like if in the future I was still like this and he didn't want to be with me, I can accept that. But it's like, I feel like it didn't go the other way around. Like I feel like he's not happy with me because I was honest with him.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of seems like you guys had cleared up where you're at now, which is a good stage to be at because it's still a month in.
Yeah.
But it seems like he might feel like he's already kind of lost because that, I don't know, that end goal for him of being in a monogamous relationship seems like it's not going to happen.
But within us talking for like less than a month, if I said to him like, yeah, I want to be in a relationship, he would have just locked it down. Like he would have been like, okay, like be my partner then. But like,
you can still say like, no, like I want to see how it goes, and then he can work towards being in
but that's
a
exactly
relationship.
what I said. I said like, I don't know where I'm gonna be in the future. Like, you know, if I'm gonna be financially stable enough, I'm not gonna have to rely on that kind of work. Or, you know, if I really like him over anyone that I've ever met in my life, then like, you know, I'm open to it. You know, I'm open to a fucking relationship, but it's like, I need time. Like, I don't even know him that well yet. It hasn't like been long enough for me to decide whether I would actually like feel okay with being in a relationship with him. And that's fair. I don't fucking owe him anything. I'm not angry at you, by the way. I'm just talking like this.
I figured.
But like, I don't owe him anything.
Mama, if you were angry at me, I would have.
He hasn't put a label on what we are. He hasn't put a rock on my fucking finger. I don't fucking belong to him. I don't belong to anyone. I belong to myself.
And to the world.
Well, yeah. But like, yeah, it's so hard being a slut.
Right.
And you guys don't even know. And it's like, I feel like my experience, like, you know, the way that I view things, it's like so particular to like, it's such a small percentage of people. I know that majority of the world is like, so like, it's easy for them to like, you know, be monogamous and to want to have that life partner you're with for the rest of your life. But it's like, damn, like I don't trust people the same way that other people can trust people. Like I don't have that in me yet because of what I've experienced, you know? And I think that's fair. Like I don't want to not be precautious. I think that's completely fair. And I'm within every fucking right to do that. And, you know, I just feel like he can't handle that.
Yeah.
And now I'm paying as a result of it. And every time I think about him, I cry. You know?
I can't get over that movie thing.
I know. And he couldn't even see the irony. Like, I don't even know if he saw the irony with it, but it's like, you know, in his mind, like, he doesn't, like, obviously he wasn't as bad as like the main character is, like, you know, he wasn't acting in the extent of that guy, but like, I don't know, the kind of similar ideals and like the way that like men just have such possessiveness over like, you know, people that they like and people that they're in relationships with. Like,
maybe it was like a weird attempt of being like, oh, that like performative male.
I mean, maybe, you know, but
strange still.
I feel like
I
was even telling this to him like a couple days ago. I was like, I hate the idea that like I belong to someone, you know, and that I'm like someone is in possession of me. I hate that because I've had exes who treated me like that, you know, and it's like, you know, and kind of forced me to be a smaller, more watered down version of myself in order to appease them and in order to like, you know, present myself to the world in like a correct way.
Yeah.
Like, I never, ever, ever want to be in that position again, you know, because when I was in that position, like that is how somebody fully took advantage of me. Right. And it's like, yeah, like I love myself for who I am and my independence and my individuality and the power that I hold as a bad bitch. Like, I actually, like, I love that about myself, that, like, I can, you know, that I do have, like, that like, kind of lust for life and for new experience. And, you know, that I, like, enjoy being that person that, like, I'm open. I am open-minded. The Hyundai guy asked, are you open-minded? Well, yes, he hasn't fucking met me yet. Baby, you don't even know what open-minded is. Down. But it's like, I really love that about myself, and I don't want to get into anything with anyone and feel like I lose that. You know? I don't want to lose my spark.
Oh. Yeah. I think, it's perplexing, you know? I think, so for you, do you think the end goal or like the ideal would be a monogamous relationship? But right now, that's difficult for you to see because they've ended up with you being hurt and you feel like you're like being possessed, like you're someone else's possession. Or do you think you could actually be in a non-monogamous relationship that you enjoy, where it's not like I'm doing this because I can't bring myself to be in a monogamous relationship?
Yeah, well, first of all, like, in regards to, like, an open relationship, I wouldn't consider me being an accountant as the relationship being open. I just don't. It's work. Work is work. And it's like, you know, I know that, like, you know, I would love to be in a monogamous relationship in the future. Like, I'm not going to be fucking married in, like, a polycule. I know that. But then it's like...
No, but like married, but open. They're different.
I mean, yeah, maybe one day when I'm an old busted hag, sure. I don't know what the future holds, but like, all I know is that my future partner is going to work like a FIFO coal miner dog for my affection and for my love.
So he only does it like he does 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Do you want 5
Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. But it's like, you know, I ultimately, like, I want my life partner, like, and to be so honest, if I ever get into a relationship again, that is a fucking life partner down. Like, that is going to be like de facto, like, marriage, children, whatever. I am not going to get into another relationship and experience another fucking breakup. I'm fucking serious. Which is why I'm so particular about who I want to be with, right? You know, like, real tea, right? I've been in too many relationships at this point. You know, I can't just keep fucking going again and again and again and again. It's never working. Clearly something has to change, right? And it's like, when I met this guy, I kind of felt like, you know, a small part of myself was like, oh my God, like, he could be the one. He actually could be the one, you know? And
Dun, 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 dun. You're the one
for me. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and it's like, I did feel that, and seeing all the effort that he was put in, and seeing all the effort that he was putting in, and the way that he made me feel like so taken care of, like so valued, so respected. Like I was like, okay, like this is fab. Like keep going.
Yeah.
I want to see you work. I want to see you break a fucking sweat. You know, minimum 3 months of that, right? But then it's like I feel like because he asked this question, which he's been dying to know the fucking answer of. And then I answered him honestly. It's like, I feel like now he feels defeated. Like he's just given up on me. And then I'm like, okay, so you weren't really the one then.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it's proven to me, that it's like, you know, the person who is for me in my future would never, like ever project their own insecurity about wanting me, but feeling like they can't have me, like onto me in that way. That's just like so fucking, like it's rotted. It's actually fucking rotted. And in 5 days he will start coughing. No, but it's like, oh, bye Sam.
Bye.
But yeah, I feel like I feel like everything happens for a reason. Like I've accepted that, and if he's not the one for me, then he's not the one. But like, it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You know. And also like he's the kind of guy, he over apologizes. He always says like, he says I'm sorry like multiple times. But then I even asked him last night, I'm like, what are you sorry for? Like I was like, don't apologize without giving a reason, and don't overuse that word, because when you overuse that word it loses all meaning. And then I think in my head that you're not really sorry. You're just saying it because you think it's a comforting thing to say.
I don't know. Do you feel like it's doomed?
Doomed Yowie.
Because it's like you're at this point where...
Breaking point.
Sure. What was I thinking? You guys are not very matched in what you're wanting for now. And of course he can try and wait. But I think there's things about your conditions for your relationship, like your accounting work, that he is still trying to see if he'll be okay with. And I think because it's in like a very murky stage, there is a chance that he does weird things, like making you watch Chasing Amy. Or he does weird things. Like I think,
and this is the thing, like
I was talking.
You have the talking stick. No, wait. I'll just quickly say this. Like he can't even be sure himself. Like even when we were talking last night, he was like, "Oh, like I don't even know if I'd be ready for a relationship." So why the fuck are you suggesting it? I was like, this is exactly what I'm saying, and this is why I wouldn't be okay with a relationship, because I know that I'm not ready. But then it's like he's fucking trying to push something that he doesn't even know that he wants himself. And with the working thing, right? It's like I don't even know, like his, you know, desire to be with me is not even at that point yet where he would be willing to potentially compromise his own values, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we know people who have been in relationships and then one of them has like started that, and then it's like, then they have to decide whether they're gonna be together or not. But it's like, we're not even at that fucking point yet. It's so early yet. So it's like, how can you already give up? And it's not even like, you just got me started.
Girl, that was meant to be a short cutaway, and now I've forgotten.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Do you understand though from what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
But I think yeah, I don't know. It's tricky because I was thinking. What was I thinking? I don't know. This thing of like, No, I think you're definitely right, but for some reason it's like tricky in my head. Is like you have like said, I don't want a relationship right now, and I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling later on. But then you still want him to give like 110%, which kind of like, yeah, obviously that makes sense. But for some reason in my head it doesn't make sense.
Because you secretly hate me.
No, I'm
Right.
no,
Right.
okay. Obviously, I'm not in the position where I'm trying to get in a relationship with you or like win you over. So I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm gonna give up.
I won't give up on us. But like, okay, imagine
Yeah,
like
dragons.
your boo thing.
Yeah,
You met them and like you were in this predicament, right? Like that, like they, let's just say they weren't ready for a relationship, like regardless of the reasons. Like, but you know in your mind that you really like them. You might even love them. So it's like, surely your feelings and your emotional attachment to them would be like, okay, like, let me just give it some time. And within a couple months or whatever, however much time it takes, if I feel like this is killing me, then like I'll stop. But, you know, because I actually like them so much and I feel like that this might be my fucking person, I'm going to push through it and I'm going to overcome my own personal insecurities, because this is a personal insecurity on his part. I'm not taking any of this shit personally. Like, period. And keep and keep having what we have, because what we have right now is what we had was a thing of the past. Sorry, what we have right now is so good. It's so good, you know, between him and I. Like, I feel like we both feel really cared for. We both feel like a connection between us.
yeah.
Like, why would...
You are definitely at different stages, and you're having different feelings.
It's not fair that he's fucking fallen in love with me, if that's what it is. You know, it's not fucking fair. It's not. I can't say... I can say I really like him. I don't think I love him.
Asian therapists be like, you still love him. Ow.
But like, because I can't say I love him, because that would be insane. Like, I just don't... I haven't had the time to even come to that conclusion. He hasn't given me that time. And then I feel like now he's just like, you know, whether it's intentional or not, he's just putting it on me that like, I feel like there's something wrong with me, even though there's not, you know? I know there's not.
There's nothing wrong with you. There's no Warren Bassing say. No, I think a lot of it is just coming from him and not matching where you're at.
I'm just disappointed, you know? And honestly, I even said to him this morning, like, because, you know, I slept over or whatever. I said, like, I feel like maybe if this is killing you, if this is really killing you and you really can't get over this, I don't want to keep seeing you anymore.
And what did he say? It's not killing me?
Yeah, he was like, no, like, I, like, really like spending time with you. Like, I don't want to lose that. Okay, so then don't lose it. So then work for it. Because you're losing me. We're losing them. Like, you're losing me.
By, like, the stuff he did last night?
Yeah. I just, like, I can't shake this feeling that, like, now that when we hang out, he's, like, been doing all of these, like, you know, like, nice things for me just with the intention of, like, winning me over, and not because he actually, like, genuinely felt that, you know? And, like, and I thought that he did, and I, like, I don't know, like I feel like the stuff that he did when we first started seeing each other was like so intentional and genuine and sweet. But then it's like now that like it's like now he's putting this like unnecessary pressure on himself regarding us, and because of where I am in my life, and I just like, it's not cute, you know? You know?
I have a question. So you want him to be intentional and show that he really likes you, but do you want to be convinced to be in a relationship with him? Or
I need to come to that on my own terms. Like, I need to, like get to that point where I feel like, okay, like I want to be with him monogamously. But it's like, I can only get to that point if I feel like he's giving me that. But by him acting like cold or distant or like kind of passive aggressive or just like not cute towards me, it's like pushing me away. You know? Like, I understand, like, maybe it was good that he brought it up early to, like, talk about this so that we can know exactly where we are. But it's like, okay, so if you don't like me anymore, then stop seeing me. Like, if you genuinely don't, I don't know, like, if you can't accept me for who I am in my current state right now, then, like, why the fuck are you still seeing me? And why are you, like, giving me this, like, pseudo, like, assurance that everything's okay when, like, it's actually not? You know, it really hurts me that, like, because I can read him. I can fucking read him. And I don't know if that's, like, if that's normal, that you can, like, you know, like, from fucking normal people when they say you can read another person's mind. But I feel that with him. And it's, like, so obvious to me.
Do you think you can read my mind? That's the right answer.
I know what you're thinking all the time, Ethan.
Okay. Well, in this situation, I would disagree with you. There's a lot more to me than you don't understand.
You know what's going through your head right now?
When will this end?
A wins draft. Really? When will this end? You want to stop?
Girl,
Like-
that was a joke.
Okay.
When,
Well, are you laughing? Am I laughing? So it wasn't very funny, was it?
Ow. When are you seeing him next?
What?
When are you seeing him next?
Well, I said to him, I was like, you can organize when you want to see me. I'm not gonna ask first. Because I don't wanna suggest seeing him and then he doesn't actually want to see me, but then he just agrees to, and then I fucking show up at his house and then he fucking treats me like that.
But he did ask you to come over last night?
Yeah, well, I asked him to come over first and he was like, no, you come to mine. And then I literally said, I was like, oh, like, you know, I've kind of been spending a lot of money on Uber. And then he was like, okay, don't come then. And then I fucking went anyways because I fucking wanted to see him. He was like joking, I think, but it's just like, it's not funny. It's not a funny joke. Like
he drives?
Yeah, he drives, but he was like cooking or whatever. So then when I came, he was like already cooking. He made me charcoal chicken and veggies with like a portable coal grill. But anyways.
You know how men act really weird?
In what sense?
All the time. I think that's happening.
Like, what do you mean?
I think he's being fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Girl, you're so like, I need you to help me.
Girl,
I need help, Ethan. And you, like,
I think you should say, I'll see you on Friday.
why Friday?
Because that's fucking 4 days away and that gives you enough time to actually decompress. I wouldn't want to see him for a bit. You need time alone. You need time to be with yourself. Talk to probably Jack. She's smart. Don't talk to me. I mean, even if he was being good, it's like you're in this situation where you're trying to move towards a relationship. You can't just be constantly see him every day, him doing all these things for you to try and win you over. That's so overwhelming.
It is. And I was so overstimulated.
You asked for love bombing and it happened and you couldn't deal with it?
No, it's like, but I didn't even, like, I mean, at the start, I was like, okay, he's love bombing me. But then, you know, when it was like very consistent and very intentional and thoughtful, I was like, okay, like it's not love bombing. Like he actually really likes me. And then, you know, now all of a sudden it's like I'm in this gray area of like, I don't think he fucking likes me because I couldn't give him what he wanted. And it's like, you know what? What about what I want? Like, what about what I need? Why is like
what I need?
What I need? What about what I need? Why is that being ignored or just like not being cared for on the same level? Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna be so honest. Like, I think for my own sanity and for my own peace of mind, like maybe I should just drop it. Because I feel like post having that conversation, he's just proven to me what a Cancer man would prove. He's too emotional.
I think you definitely need to dial back how much. It's up to you.
No, I feel that. And I agree. And I even said to him, like, you know, like maybe we should take some time apart. And then he's like, it like makes him sad. Like he doesn't want to take time apart.
It doesn't have
right?
to. Yeah.
He is so like, what's the word? Like anxious attachment, like bad. Like,
Girl,
I know.
you have shit to do.
Yes, I've got a baby, we got a podcast to run. Like, actually, I don't have time to be fucking crying over fucking dumbass fucking boys like this. You know, I fucking respect myself too much. Damn. You know, I can't believe I was in his bed last night. I was like so upset. I was like silently crying. And I was like, girl, like, how did we fucking end up here again?
Right.
I just feel like for me, it's like that's like a big, like, if somebody makes me cry, like, you're done. It's raps.
Yeah.
It's actually raps, right? Girl, I think I'm going to end it.
That's your decision to make.
Don't say that.
Well, I don't want to be the one to say yes and you'd be like, I miss you.
Well, what do you...
Oh, homie, I miss you.
I think you should give it some time and
You think I should think on it?
think on it for sure. I mean, like what? If you don't end it today, like, oh, you're going to have to see him again and probably have like a really awkward time. But I don't know. That's up to you.
I'm not saying I'm going to end it today. I'm just saying that, like...
Still see how you feel about it.
Yeah, like, I think I'm just going to think about it and...
How much love bombing can a love bomber do if he sees you once a week? Like that saying? How much look at a check.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope that, like, you know, even me talking about this, it's like, I don't know, it's a very vulnerable thing, I think. And like, you know, again, like, have you ever gotten everything you wanted? No, but I got really close once. Like, this is happening to me again. And it's like, you know, a lot of the time, like, I do think that, yeah, it's this fucking men's fault. But then sometimes, like, there is always a part of me that feels like, you know, I'm to blame. And for the way that I am and in the place of my life that I'm in right now, like, that, you know, I'm undateable, I'm unlovable. But also at the same time, like, I know who the fuck I am. I'm not just gonna fucking settle for, like, literally, like, just any fucking person. Like, I know, like, I can accept love in my life because I know that I deserve love in my life, for real, right? And, you know, it's just painful. Like, it's just so painful. And I don't know, like, I just have a feeling that, like, now that we've had this conversation, it's like, it's already heading in that direction that it's over. And I have to come to terms with it, and it fucking sucks. It actually fucking sucks, you know?
What's the bet next week? Guys!
No, don't.
No. Yeah, totally.
It's even like this thing of, like, you know, he wants me to be completely monogamous. It's like, okay, are you going to pay for my travels overseas? Are you going to pay for my education? Are you going to pay for me to own a house or a car one day, or, you know, provide for my children? Like, bitch, all I fucking do is hustle in my life, and I'm going to fucking hustle for the rest of my fucking life. And that doesn't mean that I'm any less deserving of love. That doesn't mean I'm I'm not allowed to be loved by someone, you know?
Yeah. I think every time you get a little closer and closer, but you know how you're getting closer and closer? It's because of what you realize the time before.
Yeah, every experience in my life is a lesson. I know that.
I can think of another insightful thing to say. No, I'm all out. But no, not as in like it's a lesson. You shouldn't have to endure all these things. The next one, this might be the last lesson. The next one, you get married. But I think now maybe it's been clear to you for a while, but you've verbalized now what you really need. Some things you would really want to do now that you're young. What a relationship would look like now when you're young. What it might look like when you're older and you're not wanting to talk to as many people. I think it's good that 1 month in, you've had something really good, but you've just kind of figured out you're not entirely compatible. You're not expected to compromise. You can't really expect him to compromise.
Yeah, because we're just not at that point yet.
Totally.
Like if we were in if we were in something for much longer, like, yeah, I think the compromise would naturally come because that is like, you know, a deep rooted care and love for another person. That makes sense. But we are not at that point, and he's expecting, like, even though he like denies it, but like a small part of him is expecting me to compromise my needs and my values for him. You like, no fucking way. Fuck you. Fuck you. No way.
But even if he can say like, it's okay, we'll do this for now, it seems like deep down he knows what he wants for the future and even for now.
Yeah.
And he feels like he's not going to get that.
But you can have those beliefs, and you don't have to fucking hurt another person and project that onto another person by doing that, you know?
This is a man.
I mean, I just thought he was different.
Yeah. That's true. He did seem different. I never got to meet him.
Maybe it's better that way. I think he would be a great boyfriend. Like, I'm not disputing that. I think he would be a great boyfriend, but I don't want a fucking boyfriend.
Period.
I don't want a boyfriend, you know?
You don't want boyfriend?
I don't want boyfriend. No boyfriend. You lady boy? I don't want boyfriend. And I'm allowed to not want a boyfriend. I don't think having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I don't think like being in love is embarrassing. Like I know that like I'm deserving of love, and that if I want a relationship, I could very well go and get one. But like right now,
If I wanted to get out of here.
literally, like if I needed to lip sync for my motherfucking life, I was motherfucking ready to do so. But it's like right now I don't want that, and that's okay. I love where I am in my life right now, and it really sucks that like, you know, I thought that I met someone who accepted me too, but ultimately I can't give him what he wants. You know?
Yeah. I think that's a big thing. You know what you want, and you've met someone who's been good and met to what you need for now, but you're at the point where he wants something different. You shouldn't have to change that. And it's to the point where he's trying to convince you otherwise, and it's getting weird. It'll always be weird if someone's trying to convince you.
I know. And also, like, mind you, we literally had sex this morning twice. He came in like 2 minutes.
Why were you having sex?
Both times.
I thought he didn't want to have sex.
Well, that's what he said, right? Exactly. Like, don't fucking say one thing and then, you know, you're just like so obsessed with me and you're so into me. You have to do it. And then when you do it, you can't even like dick you down. He can't even fucking like do it for me because he's so in love with me. That is the true mark of when a man is like so in love with you, when he finishes in like 2 minutes, like max. I'm like, okay, like it's over. And now I'm gonna get bored. It's getting weird. Bitches is mad. But yeah. So
Interesting.
I don't know. Any closing statement from you? It would be nice for you to say something nice about me. Actually, I think I need some of that.
You don't think I spent an hour and 8 minutes supporting you? I think it's
You're like you're like textbook response is like, well, if that's what you want, as long as you're doing what you want.
Mama, you know I've tried to tell you otherwise.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is solely because of him. Like, I don't think, like, the things that you want in your life and your relationship, I'll admit, I do not relate to. We have very different lives. But it doesn't even matter what I would think is suitable for my relationship, because it's you and you get to decide. And I think it's really good that you are stuck by that and made your decisions based on that, rather than letting him change your mind or listening to me for even a split second.
Yeah. Like, he'd be saying shit to me like, oh yeah, I don't want you to have to change for me. I don't want you to change your mind for me, da 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 da. It's like, okay, then I won't. And then
but the end goal is that you do change your mind.
Yeah,
right?
but then it's like, but then when I don't change my mind, it's like he's like clearly not okay with it. And it's like, you haven't even given me time to decide whether I would change my mind or not. I really, like, Ethan, like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if I'm going to feel like this about myself forever, or if one day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be like, you know, I want to be in a monog relationship with this man. You know what this is giving? This is literally 500 Days of Summer. No? I like you, Tom. I just don't want a relationship. Well, you're not the only one that gets a say in that. Like, this is actually what it's giving between him and I. And, you know, clock it. He told me that he fucking hated that movie and he hates the main guy in it. You hate yourself. You hate the main guy in movies like this because you fucking hate yourself.
Do you think it would be wise to see like a clairvoyant?
In 5 days, you will start coughing. But yeah, like, it's, you know, I feel like that. And she even has a very similar monologue where she's like, I don't want to belong to anyone. I like hate that feeling. Like, that is so real, you know? But then in the end, right, she meets someone and then she realizes, like, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. And
I can't remember whose side I was on that movie.
Here comes your man. Like, come on. Like, they built a statue of us and they gave us a talking to. Like, this is my fucking life is actually 500 Days of Summer right now. Except I'm not fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Kill myself. What's the point? But anyways, like, I don't know if you remember the plot, but this is...
I do. I can't remember who I started with.
What I want to handle, like like,
you're doing the soundtrack.
You make my dreams come true. That's what it's giving.
Is that from the movie?
Yeah, when the flat he's
and
like,
if a double decker. Anyways, yeah. Well, you know, he meets who does he meet at the end?
Autumn.
Fall. He'll be okay. And you get married. Oh. And you know what? You know the good thing about getting married?
What?
You don't have to have a boyfriend.
Yeah. Because I could have a wife or I could have a partner. You see, that's the thing. So many things. The future holds many things for me, which I don't know and I'm not aware of yet, but I'm open. I'm open-minded and I'm open to new experiences, you know, and I know that this thing that I currently have right now is not going to kill me. It's not going to be the end of me. Like, yeah, it still fucking hurts, but it's like, you know, I just feel like, can we just like not fucking talk about the future for 1 second and just live in the present and be okay with each other in the present moment?
Can we not fucking talk about the political and economic state of the world?
Yes, like actually, like take it down to a 2.
I think this was a conversation you guys were going to have at some point.
At some point, I agree.
Do you think it would have been worse if it was 3 months in?
No, because I feel like by 3 months in, I probably would have been like extremely obsessed with him.
Right.
But it's like his cloud of doubt and judgment has now like poisoned it, has like tainted what I had with him. And now I feel like he doesn't look at me the same anymore. which hurts, you know. At one point, I was like the most beautiful person to him, and the person he really liked the most. And now I'm not. And now I'm just like someone that makes him sad. And that makes me sad. I don't want to do that to him. And most importantly, I don't want to do this to myself as well.
I would love to say that's not how he feels, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think you would know better. But
Thanks.
I feel like you guys can get to a point where, look, it's spoken about on the podcast. It's hard to recover. But I think you should take a couple of days to yourself. And I think he should as well. Like, mama, a man needs some time in a dark room. That's my saying.
The lioness doesn't concern herself with overly attached men.
Right.
And I'm dreaming after I feel.
But sometimes the lioness might accidentally do that, and that's okay as well.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
I'm genuinely open-minded, you know?
Right.
Tomorrow, I could be in a relationship or I could have a train run on me by 10 guys. And that's the beauty of my life.
Okay.
Never let them know your next move.
Never let them know you're Mexican.
Always switch up on your day ones.
Milk your day ones.
Your thing with milking.
I love the idea of the word. Like, what? Anyways, is that it? Guess what next week is?
Oh, it's
69.
the special. It's the special.
69 is my favorite.
Yeah, why is that?
It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to strain in certain positions. Stop. That noise is... ooh.
Sorry, booed it. Okay, well, you know, next week's episode we're gonna have something real special. Oh,
Next
you
week
guys are
episode,
not
I get to
ready.
talk. I'm kidding. No, I actually enjoyed this. I feel like I was your therapist. You know,
Next week I'll be your therapist.
I had therapy before this,
I know.
and she therapized me, and now I've come and become the therapist and therapized you.
Holy shit!
Holy fuck!
Cream of some young guy.
Jade.
Like a baka. Like a baka. Like a baka.
Okay. Fantabulous.
Mm,
You feel okay?
yeah, I do. I know it'll be okay. At the end of the day, like, you know,
It'll hurt, but you'll live.
Yeah, I can get through anything through Christ.
You're like an octopus. They can get through anything their beak can get through.
Yeah, but yeah, I know I'll be okay. It's just, I'm sorry. You know, it's just tragic. My life. Another one bites the dust. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, we
I
played.
don't like that song.
We played GameCube last night, Super Smash on the GameCube, and he kicked my ass. I beat him once though as Kirby. I don't like the GameCube controller, to be so honest.
I've never played. I'm a PC gamer.
I know.
PC gamer for life.
Yeah. Okay. You ready to go?
I gotta pee.
Me too.
I'm going upstairs. Love you. I love you, dear. Love will find you.
Love you.
True
more.
love will
Love takes
find
miles.
you in the end.
Thanks, Daniel Johnson.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, booby. All right, let's go.
Lego.
Thanks for listening. Love you. See you next week.
68. Bye.